Dragon Age Origins was rated M for mature by the ESRB and contains blood, intense violence, language, partial nudity, and sexual content. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone, my name is Amaronith and I play games for the internet, and today we're playing Dragon Age Origins. Last time we picked up Liliana and Sten, who are a rogue and a warrior, respectively. We still have our buddy Harley, and now we're gonna finish up here in Lothering, I believe.
Enemies approaching.
What?
As you wish. Right.
Bandits.
Less fighting, more dying, blast you! Let's make this quick, shall we? This should be enough. Desperation is an ugly perfume. Let's get started. On it. This should be
Get him, Harley!
You're mine! Look at this mess! I love it! This should be easy enough. On it. Right. Let's get started. As you wish. Here we go!
Let's have at it!
Show me what you've got! As you wish. This should be easy enough. Let's get started.
You
It's
better
either you or me, and it isn't gonna be me! Look at this mess! I love it!
done.
Hang on. Uh-oh. We just lost Alistair.
Even the Sten can be cut down.
Let's make this quick, shall we? Let's get started. On it. As you wish. Right.
What happened to you, buddy? Cracked skull. Oof.
Let's get started. Come now, defend yourself! Let's get started.
I don't like having to fight other dogs. I would much rather... I'd much rather, like, take other people's dogs from them.
Either you or me, and it isn't gonna be me. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. Right. On it.
Thing. Sten. Alright, and... level up. Let's... what's that? Yeah. Next. Level 9. All that then. And fruit.
This should be easy enough. This should be easy enough. On it. This should be easy enough. As you wish. On it. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. Right.
Let's grab some glory.
Alright, that's toxin.
This should be easy enough.
So that should be that. Some death root.
This should be easy enough.
You've just qualified for a specialization, a customization. Oh.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
On it. On it. Less fighting, more flying, blast you!
Take
Let's get started.
Want this?
On it. Right.
It is done.
As you will. As you will. Let's get started. As you will.
The bounty on my head wasn't worth your lives.
Right.
Now what will your families do? What did that man want? 3 flasks. Let's go back to the tavern. Where is it again?
Some fellow in the tavern said that the Darkspawn turned folks into ghouls.
What's a ghoul?
Something like an abomination, maybe.
Oh, well, that isn't good.
Meanwhile,
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
I have what you asked for.
Splendid! If those beasties come on my land, I hope it teaches them a lesson. Here, enough gold to cover any of your expenses and then some, eh?
Just in case, you know?
A recruiter was here just an hour ago. Barely dodged him.
We'll both be pressed into the militia soon enough, just you watch. be eaten by darkspawn before the week is over.
Right. Let's, 3 spring traps. Alright.
Did you make any traps?
Do I scare you or something?
All strangers do. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Mood.
You seem nice.
I have the traps for you.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you, stranger.
That's that taken care of. Now that we've killed the bandits, that's the wrong way. Right. Let's go talk to the chanter.
Just how smart are Mabari supposed to be, anyway? Do you think they understand everything we say? Oh, is that so? You could just be listening to the tone of my voice. You could be an utter moron for all we know. Hey, hey, hey now! There's nothing saying that a moron can't be cute and adorable. Who's the cute and adorable puppy? Ignorance is bliss, isn't it? That's what the Chantry kept telling me anyhow.
Oh, Alistair.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers.
Let's get started.
2 more. When bears attack, on behalf of Ted the farmer and his departed son, I inscribe this missive. As the Maker is my witness, I charge all those with the knowledge of arms and armor to brave the dangers of the northern wood to find the family of bears that mauled and killed the boy Eneth. For they are an abomination in the Maker's sight, and their hides would prove great comfort to the northern farms and solace for Ted's family. As a chanter for Lothering, I do pledge a sum of 1 sovereign. Whoever carries out this, the Maker's will. Exercise caution first and foremost. May his light bathe us all. And a last keepsake. A thanks to all villagers who opened their barns and crofts to the refugees in these dark times. The Chantry regularly hears praise from our visitors that endure virtuous deeds are mentioned in many prayers. Sadly, there is a lone boy in the village whose mother, Goodwife Sarah, is missing. As she has been missing for the better part of a week, as of this writing, she is presumed dead. May the Maker bless her passing. She was a lady of middle years with red hair and fond of a green cloak. If any traveler or resident comes across her in the wilds, please return her body or the effects on her remains. In later years, the boy will be thankful to have such keepsakes to remember his brave mother by. The office of the chanter will compensate this kindness with a sum of 50 silvers. May the Maker turn his grace on us all. Yeah. That kid. Alright. Let's go take care of this stuff. Take care of this stuff. What's out in the field? A fruit. Wolves.
This should be easy enough.
There's a lot of you.
Let's get started.
Really? Not a single drop in the whole bunch. What a ripoff. But there's Sarah. And I guess we just leave the corpse there. Cool.
It's either you or me, and it
fight
isn't gonna be me. Right. Right. Let's get started.
That went well.
Is that it? Really? So, Black Bear's taken care of. And they don't drop anything either. Man. Just the windmill. Need to stay open. Doesn't need to give anybody else any ideas.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks. And Andraste came unto them, saying, though the danger great, the mountain high, have faith, for the Maker listens and smiles upon us.
Alright. That's everything to do in Lothering. Alright. It's been nice. Do you see anything interesting? Oh. You're alright, boy. But let's, good boy.
Indeed.
Let's head out of Lothering. We've done what we could. Helped who we could. Dealt with an unfortunate task of dealing with some refugees. I don't blame them for what they were trying to do. I'm not mad.
Get back! Don't let him touch you!
What? Someone's in trouble.
Get back, Sandal! Don't let him touch you!
Already?
Stay still, disband yourself! And the light is on! Show me what you got! This should be easy, huh? Let's get started. Right. This should be easy, huh? On it.
Zip out yourself!
This should be easy enough. Right. Let's make this quick, shall we? As you wish.
Blood mage.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
You're welcome.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
It's a bit complicated, but you're welcome to come along.
Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says half of it. Thank you for the offer, but there may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
But a blood mage with a sealed letter. Let's check that codex. Yeah, quest related. Oh, we've got a couple of quest related ones that we didn't see. Let's check out some quest related Article 315, a letter from the Blackstone Irregulars. A letter written in careful script addressed to you. To the imitable Grey Warden, your deeds have spread since the tragedy of Ostagar, and I find myself in need of one such as you. I am Raelnor, captain of the venerable Blackstone Irregulars, and I hope to win your trust. The Irregulars have come on hard times since the war with Orlais, but I have fought to improve their reputation. Gone are the days of my father's shady deals with unscrupulous nobles in Denerim. No, I have trained a guild filled with honorable men ready to fight for Ferelden, and I am proud to say that I have seen your own Great Wardens as a sort of model. We are not perfect. My own son advocates a move back to the more lucrative way my father ran, the guild. But we are steadfast. It is in this context that I ask for your help, and I promise we will reward you accordingly. Should you be willing, please find letters in this box and others like it all over the land, and carry out the request therein. For this matter, consider requests from my son as if they came from myself. And thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Whether you choose to assist us or not, you are doing the Maker's work, Warden, and I am honored to work with you. Raelnor. This letter is marked with the seal of the Blackstone Irregulars. Next, Article 316, Blackstone Letter of Conscription. Dear friend, you are receiving this letter because you or someone else placed your name on an article of conscription, thereby pledging your life to the Blackstone Irregulars. With war looming on all fronts, the Irregulars must build their numbers. We are forced to call upon those who have sworn their assistance to make good on those oaths. Say farewell to your friends and family. While you may return to them, you must prepare them for the possibility that this will be your last day together. Your sacrifice is appreciated. Tauran. This letter is marked with the seal of the Blackstone Irregulars. And Article 332. Maleficarum regrets. I won't go back. Let them hunt, and dread finding me. But you, Melis, should not live this life. It would please me if you found a life in the Circle Tower. I left a few things there, mostly stolen from the enchanters. Sell them to fund a new path. The cash is in the study area, middle alcove. Goodbye. Belle Cruz. All right. Sigh. All right. Let's, no?
Let's get started.
Yeah, let's
This should be easy enough.
braid the bodies.
Right.
Alright. Oh, that's that. Oh. Sorry, I just popped my back. What? The Archdemon. What was that?
Bad dreams, huh?
It seems so real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Why didn't Duncan just tell everyone that? The Archdemon? Is that dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
Any other surprises I should know about?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
And now we have a whole slew of stuff. We have a party camp. All of your party's injuries are healed when you return to camp. Each party member can be found somewhere in camp, making it an ideal location to hand out new equipment, give gifts, or talk. You know, first things first, let's talk to you, Sten.
Why are we stopping?
We're working together. I think I should get to know you.
There are Darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Are you alright? You were in that cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
You said you were in the army.
I am.
What would make the Qunari send soldiers here?
The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Qunari. We are how my people know the world.
Doesn't that make your view of things a little skewed?
Compared to what?
You only learn about people you conquer.
What does anyone truly know of the world? The world changes. We change. The Antam observe what we can, just as you do. There is no point to this. We are keeping the Darkspawn waiting.
What's your hurry?
What a strange language you speak. You say hurry, where I would say duty.
It's not your duty to handle the Blight, though.
No, it is yours, and you are chatting with me instead.
I've never seen a Qunari before. Tell me about your people.
No.
I wasn't expecting that.
Get used to disappointment. People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of, the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
Little hostile, aren't we?
Many humans have said that to me. I do not understand it. If I were indeed hostile, you would be bleeding.
So this is you being calm and helpful?
Couldn't you tell?
You know what? Just follow orders and you'll do fine.
As you wish.
Instead approves +2. Inventory. Was right about gifts, however. Let's... Yeah... Non-plot item. They'd be in other, I think. So what we have here, if I remember correctly, I don't think we have anything for Alistair. Not yet. Alistair doesn't like it when you give him gifts that involve the Chantry, but Liliana does.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
And...
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
She also likes jewelry. I think.
Why, thank you so much.
Not as much. Morgan likes jewelry also, however.
A fine gift. You have my thanks. I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed. Interesting.
Didn't like that as much. We know who the beef bone is for now. Here you go, buddy. But he was already at 100, so it doesn't matter. Right. So we've talked to Sten. You know what? Let's... There's Morgan. Being... social. Now, let's,
It's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennick, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
what are you selling exactly?
Anything, everything, but all of the finest quality. No cheap trinkets here. And my boy Sandal happens to be a bit of a hand with enchantments. Oh, yes. Sadly, it also makes us a target for bandits and the like. If there were spare hands to hire as guards, I would have done so long ago.
How have you been following us?
Following you? I'm not even certain where you're going, my friend. And quite frankly, it's none of my business. Trust me when I say that my encountering you here was serendipity and nothing more. I travel a lot, so I'm bound to meet everyone on the road eventually. If you prefer, I'll take my boy and be on my way. But regretfully, you're the safest spot on this road, without a doubt.
You're free to stay, just mind yourselves.
Wonderful. Thank the kind lady, won't you, boy?
Thank you, kind lady.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me. You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
What's your story, exactly?
Well, if you're really interested, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
Lost glory?
Our kingdoms once spanned the length of Thados, from majestic Orzammar to Kal Sharok to glittering Darmalin far to the west. They say the gold and silver veins ran so thick through the stone of Darmalin that the entire city sparkled. The Darkspawn took it all, of course. One by one, the old tigers fell, and then all that was left was Orzammar. But we were talking about how I ended up here, weren't we? One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
And did you steal them?
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost ties. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold.
I see.
The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
You're quite lucky to have done so well.
I thank the stone every single day. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
Where do these goods come from? Not the deep roads.
Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the lost ties, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming.
What do you mean?
People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the Horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch.
I suppose it's better than having the Darkspawn take it all.
That's what I tell myself, too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Dark times, my friend.
You didn't mention your son in your tale.
Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think, and he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. It may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again.
Blood isn't all that important.
That's how I've always felt. As long as he's happy, so am I. It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
Let me see your wares, Bowden.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Alright, time to sell stuff. Okay. Huh. Backpack. But now, you'll notice there's all these free things that you can get. And some of them are mean. There's thoughtful gift, sugar cake, rotten onion, uncrushable pigeon. Manuals for training. But let's get some gifts for our friends, shall we? Grey Warden hand puppet, a stick, fat loot, Alistair doll, and the Canary prayers for the dead. There's some other really interesting stuff here. Oh, the rest of the Blood Dragon stuff is here. But we don't need that for now.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
What enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Let's see. I want some enchanting done.
Enchantment!
We have a rune. We might as well. And now we've completed a quest. Before we start talking to more people, let's, Hey, Alistair. I got you a thing.
I could get used to this, you know.
See? A whole 50. Really likes the gift. Morgan. Here.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
This little doll, fashioned from rags and stuck with pins, is eerily reminiscent of Alistair. They really don't like each other. Well, and the Grey Warden hand puppet. This tin-helmeted puppet is painted with the blue and grey heraldry of the Grey Wardens. Next, Harley. There you go. No? Liliana.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
And Sten.
I am impressed. My thanks.
That's all. But now... This is what giving people gifts does. It makes them better at fighting. Now that that's taken care of. Hey, you.
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy. Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
I'm Faria. I've never heard of you. Actually. You know Duncan?
Oh, yes, for years. Considered him a friend, I did. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
How did you know Duncan?
It's a bit of a tale, that is. But I'm the one who brought the Grey Wardens back to Ferelden. Well, I was one of the ones. There were a lot of us. Maker's breath, I'm a bit nervous. Honoured to be here, really.
Go ahead and tell your tale.
After King Marek freed us from the Orlesians, The Grey Wardens begged the king's permission to come into Ferelden, some sort of internal business. Me and a mess of other Warden sympathisers spoke on behalf of your order. Tan Loghain was very much against letting Orlesian Wardens in the kingdom. But Marek, Andraste, bless him, was a fair-minded monarch, and he let them in.
Go on, I'm listening.
So that's why I was there when the Wardens and their leader, Genevieve, presented herself to the king. The first Wardens in Ferelden in over a century. Proudest day of my life, that was. Duncan was a bit of a scamp back then. We were of an age and struck up a friendship. The king himself went with the Wardens on their mysterious business. When he returned, he rescinded King Ardlan's decree, and the Wardens came back to Ferelden for good.
I thank you for your part in bringing the Wardens here.
Oh, his stomach's all aflutter. You're welcome.
What promise did Duncan make to you?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arlan banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
That's a bit drastic, isn't it?
And then some. Not much is known about that time. After King Arlan died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
I'm surprised you kept your name.
Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the Blight. We're not ashamed of that.
So, what favour did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
I've never even heard of Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arlan's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
How will reclaiming the peak help the Wardens?
Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
Why didn't Duncan help you?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new Wardens and meeting with good King Cailan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
What do you need from me?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it, at least?
Your family's faith will be rewarded. I will help you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Alright. We've talked to the merchants following us. We talked to Sten. Let's talk to Morrigan, because she's the furthest out of our way. Actually, I'll wait. We talked to Sten, we talked to the merchants. Let's hold off. But,
Oh, why, you little...
Are you harassing my dog?
Me? Harassing your dog? I should say it's the other way round. Your furry friend here took offence at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Is Holly any blood drawn? Nope. That was just a warning. He could have taken a hand off.
Don't you think I don't know it? Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Mm-hmm.
I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
I'd never feed you another human being.
It's not cannibalism if he's eating it, you know.
Oh, look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
It's the thought that counts. He means well.
The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
You heard the lady.
I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
You're a mean lady.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
Trying to find a way through the earth, are we? It's going to take you some time, you know. Well, good luck with that then. And with that, we're gonna end things off here. I hope to see you all next time. Bye-bye.